Oh, what the heck is that? It's definitely a ring. I hope that's real. Oh God, I hope that's diamond. Alright. So we found it for him. Here's something. Oh, would you looky there. Ding ding. What is that? I don't know if it's an old Roman coin. Welcome to another episode of What the Metal. In this 3 or 4 part series, we go to Miami Beach and dig up quite a bit of treasure. So stay tuned and we'll get right to it after a word from our sponsors. And a special thanks to Nomad Link Upfitters for making this trip possible. And a special thank you to Legends of Softwash. There you go. Beautiful out today. We got Logan out, special guest today. Out learning how to metal detect. Here, relax, man, you're good. Oi. Logan's out learning how to metal detect today. He's figuring out how much work it is. All right, we're trying to salvage today. I was training somebody earlier. It seems like we got some foil right here. All right, got nothing but okay, we got it. Check it out. Penny. I don't have much longer. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, like a piece of silver. It's like there's multiple targets down here. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Alright, looks like we got it. Alright, here's the... Oh, what I got. Oh shit. Well, I hope that's real. guess it don't mean anything till you find out if it's real. But somebody lost their Cartier watch. It's not working. I don't even want to mess with it in case it's real. Nice. Well, that might save the day. I don't have much time today. So I just hope that that is real, and that was not deep at all. So first shot of the day. Bunch of birds down there where I want to go, but we'll see what's up. Got something here. See what we got. Hopefully I can shake it out. I think I saw it as a penny. Yep. Trusty penny on the edge of the beach here. I'm pushing it around in the edge here as usual. Yep. Saw it. It was a penny. Lots of pennies over here. Oh, I thought this was a Batman. It's not. We'll see what this is. It seems like it's a little deep, but right here on the edge of the surf. Piece of iron or bottle cap. Lighter. Yeah, with an owl. Alright, let's hope this is not foil. I've had so much foil. Foil, I saw it. Gold foil. Better than regular foil. Check this out. First I thought it was a piece of coral, but it's not. There it is. That's why it was so light. Got whammy. Now I heard another piece here before we pick up the chapstick. Yeah, nothing exciting there. up somebody's chapstick though. Cherry, classic cherries. I'm gonna go ahead and dig this. Something weird. There's something in that wood right there. Let's see if there's anything here. So that's kind of weird. Piece of driftwood. I'm wondering, yeah, there it is. Okay, with that out of it, let's see. Nope, still in there. But I would have to say, that was the first time, looked like a nail went through there. All right, I think we got a penny right here. There it is. Another crusty penny. All right, it's definitely iron, but we're gonna be done for the day here in a minute, so I may as well dig it. Foil, bottle cap, something. And scoop. Bottle cap. Miller High Life. Union beer. $31. Soul Crusher. Okay, I wanted to show you this picture because this is the actual reality in the amount of trash on that particular beach that I picked up in one day. That doesn't count the rope I found in episode 4 and threw that away also. I easily threw away 25 pounds of trash. This was an awesome trip, and we got so lucky with the weather. It was absolutely beautiful and hardly any humidity the whole time. Would I go back? Well, not unless I had a reason other than hunting. It's pretty much 400 miles from my home base. Okay, so let's talk about all of those pennies. Someone a few years back told me that it was a tradition in Europe or South America, I can't remember, to throw pennies in the ocean because it brings you back to that beach. The best I could find researching it was about luck and personal purification. Okay, we're going to use this random picture and show you how I would determine where that coin line is. In this example, we're going to grid off an area that is at the edge of the surf up to the highest point where it looks like the highest tide has been on the beach. Depending on the grade or angle of the beach, that distance can vary and be anywhere from 15 to 50 feet. So if you're not finding any targets in this area, the next place to start searching is the crest of the beach. So the highest point, you want to hunt 1 to 3 foot left of that and 1 to 3 foot right of that. What happens is when a king tide or a really high tide comes in or high winds, it will blow stuff up to the top of there, just shy of it, or it will push it over the top. These depressions in the beach are another place to look when a king tide or high winds pushes things over the top. You want to search areas where water will pool. I've found some really good and heavy gold in these areas. This area here is another great place for heavy gold to sit. If you notice, there's a little sandbar at the end of it, and the ocean basically pushes up in there and gets trapped in like a little tidal pool. So I would definitely check that out. In this example, there's also another good pool to check on the other side of that sandbar. The last part in this example is to work that sandbar. Basically, we work this whole part of the beach, but the whole point to this exercise is how to establish where items are and then focus on those areas. Once you establish that area, work that the whole way down. You can always work other areas on your way back. And the last pro tip I'll give you for this video before we get to the wrap up, don't be afraid to dig iron targets when you're digging a bunch of pennies, because a lot of times costume jewelry is made out of copper and will stay in the same level in the beach with the rest of the copper/zinc pennies. I've actually found some pretty cool costume jewelry by utilizing that method. Okay, here we are at the wrap up. Remember, before I get started, I literally threw away, it was more than 20, less than 30 pounds of trash that I found on those beaches. So anyway, kind of sad, but I will say that they go out of their way to groom those beaches and stuff like that. But for some reason, they don't pick up any of the small stuff with their scrapers or whatever you want to call it, their giant rakes. So anyway, let's get right to it. First and foremost, my man Logan. We didn't show it in the video, but this is one of the first things he found metal detecting for the very first time. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool because it's literally somebody used the bolt cutters on both sides of this thing. So I don't know. I can't tell if they used a grinder, but it looked like they used bolt cutters. But anyway, kind of interesting. That thing's pretty heavy. Lighter, you saw that. That thing doesn't work. That'll be going in the trash. But it was still in my bag. I thought I'd put it there. I don't know if I showed this, but as usual, Got a brand new car. I don't know what it is. Hot Wheels. Looks like an old vet, but I can't tell for sure. It might be a BMW. But anyway, it's heavy, that's for sure. I'm trying to see a date on it. I'm not seeing a date. I'm probably blind. It is a BMW. Okay. You know, I always mention this, but I don't mind finding this kind of stuff because I actually use it around the house, working on stuff, all my equipment, whatever the case may be. But anyway, you know, those are good stainless bolts, you know, with the hex head in them or whatever. You know, they don't need much cleaning up to work. Figure out something. We ended up with 5 quarters, 2 nickels. I think that's 11 dimes. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'll show you another one here in a second. The rest of this was pennies. You know, there is one other old coin that's worth like 150, 180 bucks if it was in mint condition. So this one's probably worth about 20, but I showed in one of the videos in this series, and all of a sudden I can't find it. I don't know what the heck's going on there, but anyway. Found some plastic. I think that was in one of the videos, you saw that. This is another plastic pickup. I don't know what the heck that went on. I don't know. Just kind of caught my eye. It was another piece of plastic. It's like a little flower looking thing. I don't know. This, I'm almost positive that, and I know you probably can't see it in the videos, but on the end there, I'm almost positive this was gold plated. So this came off of some kind of necklace or something. At first I thought it was a sleeve. These don't fit. I thought it was some kind of sleeve, spacer, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to fasteners and stuff like that. But kind of interesting. I'll keep that someday. I'm not worried about it right now. We'll take a look at that and see if it was any good or not. I didn't test this thing. More than likely it's brass. But yet again, you know, that just shows the power of the Equinox. I can't believe you can find that kind of stuff. But anyway, even with today's technology. I put the thing up on this. This is South American Catholic school or whatever pin. Kind of makes sense where I found it because it was right in the public access, which there isn't much down there. But anyway, it's on a public access. I think you have to pay to park there or whatever. But anyway, I have no idea what this is. I never looked it up. But it's definitely not of any precious materials or whatever. But it's always nice to find any kind of jewelry whatsoever. I was hoping to scratch this before this video, and I don't know why I didn't. But the diamonds on this are definitely not real. It does. Nope, it doesn't have any stamps on it or anything like that. I think this is gold plated. I did check the diamonds, and the diamonds are not real. So, anyway, I got a feeling it's plated, is what the deal is. So, especially the way it came up on the BDI. Anyway, I haven't had time yet or whatever, but whoops. This watch says it's Cartier. When I found it, I don't think it is, because usually Cartier has something on the band somewhere. And when I looked this up, you see how this band is? I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't looked. But it might be impossible to find a band that fits that joint right there perfectly like it's supposed to. So that's the only thing that makes me think it could be potentially real. But I actually don't think that it is. Anyway, I was starting to take it apart, so I could show you the back here. You know, on a Cartier, they have no problem putting their logos and stuff, you know, not necessarily on the inside of their bands, but on the outside of the bands. And a lot of times their logo is right here. I wouldn't say always, but a lot of times. But I don't know if you can see that at all. It's probably blurry. And then here's the back of it. You know, it does say Cartier. If you look up that number, I think it's on the bottom. Yeah. If you look up this number on the bottom, it doesn't come up as this. So I think it's fake. But the easiest way to tell is take it to a jeweler or somebody that knows, you know, watches. And all they have to do is take the back off of there. And every one that I've found, I haven't tested this one or the other Cartier that I found, because I don't think that one's real either. But the minute they take that off, they can tell if it's Japanese or Swiss movement. I mean, a watch guy knows exactly what it looks like behind there. And it's a stark difference, but I couldn't tell you what that is because I'm not a high-end Cartier watch guy. So anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope oh, I had one more thing. All right, so this dime right here, I didn't have it out there, but this dime, actually two more things. This dime right here is worth $25. So we'll leave that one out on the side. The other thing too is, here's one of the Canadian coins that I found. And like I said, somebody mentioned that this was a peso, but it's actually euro. So it's Spain. So anyway, I saw that on the back. When I originally saw it, you'll hear me say something in the video. Let me turn it the right way here. I thought it was a Disney piece because it looked like, you know, whatever castle at Disney. So anyway, €5. Keep all that stuff. The last thing I wanted to show you before I thank everybody for watching. Okay, so when items are of generally, okay, an easy way to tell if it's ferrous or non-ferrous metal, okay? So non-ferrous metal, this is a little fridge magnet light I got, but the magnet is pretty strong on it. So if you use a magnet, Okay. That thing doesn't, nothing, right? As an example, where's something right here? So something that's non-ferrous, or yeah, non-ferrous metal. Okay. So sometimes an easy way to tell on silver and gold, believe me, you got to scratch test it and do the acid test on it to find out for sure. Don't get me wrong, but an easy way, if you carry some kind of a magnet with you in your finds bag or in your, you know, finds box or whatever, right? You can test and see if it's potentially gold. Okay, so if I was out hunting and I had this magnet or a magnet, okay, which I need to get, and you could test in the field. So anyway, this thing just, I mean, I'll show you how strong this magnet is. Really the only thing that is going to get picked up by that is that little ring on there. So see, that helps you tell if it's, you know, anything. Hey, if that thing was real gold, it wouldn't stick. If it was plated, maybe. But I highly doubt it. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. It's a cool little light I got. I have it on my fridge. Wow. Okay, everybody, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. The next videos are going to be of some product reviews. So stay tuned. I'm going to get out there and get on the beach and make those videos up. And they will be the next ones up. And I will get a hunt in at the same time. Peace.